The true meaning of gaslighting, brought to you by our Prime Minister and friends. In no particular order, let's start here. Lying, even when there is proof. Some time ago, the news broke that there were warships in our waters. International news broke it first, and then local news broke it, and then it spread around the region. Our Homeland Security Minister to the nation
is unaware of any warships in the country's territorial waters amidst international reports highlighting 2 warships in the Gulf of Paria.
I have seen no ship. Nobody have sent any ship to me.
Meanwhile, across the internet and all news sources showing you warships are in our waters. And then under pressure from the media, the Prime Minister finally came out.
But the Prime Minister is confirming that there are warships in our waters and they are part of an ongoing military presence of U.S.
Number 2, making you question reality. This is the original meaning for gaslighting, a very, very, very powerful technique. Since April, we've been watching tensions rise between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela. Meanwhile, the only person who can hear the future coming, tensions between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela? No, there are no tensions between Trinidad and Tobago. Where you get that from? That is the PLM-controlled 1% media trying to make the Prime Minister look bad. Meanwhile, it's literally on international news making its rounds around the world. Moving on. Lying even when there is proof and telling you you're imagining things are within the same vein, so we're going to lump those two together. Moving to the third one, convincing you that a problem isn't a problem. It's no secret that our gas reserves are in decline, which made the Dragon gas deal very important and very depressing when it fell apart. The UNC and its supporters rejoiced because Maduro is a dictator and we shouldn't do business with Venezuela. Bam! All of a sudden, it came back onto the table and they rejoiced and its supporters rejoiced. The UNC and its supporters, this is going to revitalize the economy. The UNC is bringing back money into the country. We are doing what the others couldn't have done. And then Venezuela was like, nah, you're still talking too much greasy talk. No gas, nothing for you. Kamala popped back up. We never wanted that gas in the first place. You don't need that gas. Our gas reserves are fine. I was just going along with it. I don't need that gas. You don't need that gas. Moving on. Projects their own behavior onto you. If you ever ask a question, for example, this new pay increase is going to cost the government 3.8 or something billion. Where is that money going to come from if we already had a deficit budget? Or what is really the plot of this whole Venezuela thing? What's going on? The plot keeps changing. Come, I need some clarity. You are then deemed a racist and you are now left defending yourself in an aimless, useless argument. Like what? Who's even talking about race? What race is this? Like how race even come to this? We're talking about the Dragon gas deal. We talk about Venezuela. We talking about war. We talking about governance. What are you talking about with race? And then you are left there confused, which is the point, because a confused person doesn't know which questions to ask because they are being bombarded with so much conflicting information that to them it's like, look, whatever. Especially to the average person who doesn't want to get into direct confrontation with social media paid people who will attack you and call you the worst names ever for simply asking a question. And that was Gaslighting 101, brought to you by our current Prime Minister. And yes, I didn't cover all 6. I lumped 2 together on 2 occasions because it technically mean the same thing if you read it properly.